Hi, you're watching Brand Better with Nicole Harlow, the channel where we teach you how to, brand better. In today's episode, we're going to chat about how to build brand authority, trust, and credibility. And I'm going to go through my 4 C's to build brand authority so that you can charge more money, make a greater impact, and really live into your wellness expert brand. To learn more, stay tuned and keep on watching. So you may have already heard this marketing concept of know, like, and trust. So what that really means is in order for cold traffic, that's somebody who doesn't really know you and just met you either through your website or social media, that in order for them to take a desired action with you, they need to know a little bit more about you, like you more, and trust you more. But what happens when you're trying to build a wellness expert brand? We need to actually take this know, like, and trust a few steps further and build what's called brand authority. Now, it sounds like a super serious concept, but really what it means is that your audience looks up to you as the trusted expert in your industry. Now, you may have 20 or even 30 years of experience in your field, but when you move online, there are some steps that we need to follow to make sure that our audience sees us as credible experts that they can trust and that they know will really help them solve their problem. I've come up with a system that makes it really easy to remember the 4 steps to get started with brand authority. I like to call them the 4 C's. The first C stands for content. And I don't mean any old content or just posting on social media willy-nilly. I mean really good, well-researched content. When business owners first get started online, a lot of times there's a real pressure to create content every day or every week. And I'm gonna say, don't worry about that. I would rather see you creating 1 to 2 really good pieces of content every month and using social media to break those content pieces down into smaller chunks. So whether that's a question, whether that's an Instagram live, or whether it's a short version of your main flagship piece of content, it allows you to do less work and really focus on building 1 or 2 big pieces of content. Now, the important thing here is that the content is well researched, well documented, and builds authority. So when a prospective client reads this piece of content or watches your YouTube video, they really feel like you are the expert who's able to solve their problems. When I'm building out content ideas, I like to go back to my ideal customer avatar. So that is a perfect client for you. What kind of questions do they have or objections do they have before they start working with you? I like to build content pieces around those questions and objections. So I invite you to sit down today and think of 3 to 5 questions that your ideal client may have before they start working with you and map out some content that you can create around those questions. So for us at Brand Better, our avatar is a functional medicine practitioner or health coach that's really looking to up-level their brand. And so some questions they may be asking is, where do I get started with branding? What really is branding? And what do I need help with? And how do I build authority as a brand? How do I build a wellness expert brand? So we create content around those core questions that helps guide our perfect avatar a few steps closer to working with us. The second C stands for connections. When you're building brand authority, it's really important who you align yourself with. When I first got started in this industry, I made sure to make connections with people who were a few levels ahead of me. And I did that through starting summits, creating a podcast, and reaching out and interviewing people that I thought would make great alignment partners. So in your industry, especially for just getting started, look to kind of humble yourself to some people that you admire in your industry or in adjacent industries. Start a podcast, a YouTube channel, reach out to interview them. Try to get yourself booked on summits and align with connections that will help elevate your brand. Because there's a phenomena that starts happening when you align yourself with connections that are several rungs up ahead of you on the ladder. Other people and audience members and potential clients start seeing you as having the same level of authority as the new connection. As you continue to build your business, your authority will also grow exponentially. The third C is cohesion. Cohesion means that you can build brand authority through having brand assets. That means messaging, strategy, website, platform, logo, and visual branding that all match in tone and feeling, space, and message. The more cohesive your brand is, the more that will build credibility and trust for your audience. This is something that we do really well here at Brand Better. The thing that we love the best is taking a client and rebranding every piece of their business, from the messaging to the copywriting to the visual logo and platform that you see online. Even taking their documents, clinic documents, things that go out to clients, PDF lead magnets, and making sure that there is cohesion and a line that runs right through. Because what you really want is an ideal client to be able to plug in at any part of your brand. So whether that's social media or grabbing a freebie on your website, going to a webinar, seeing you in the clinic, getting on a call with you, checking out your website, that there is a really coherent and cohesive through line, that it feels like it's not disjointed in texture or tone or feeling. This can be a really hard part to nail yourself, but when you work with a professional team like Brand Better, it can be the thing that really up-levels your business in such a beautiful and profound way. And the final C in building brand authority is consistency. This is probably something that you have heard many times, and it's really important to just make sure that we end on this. This means not just having consistency in your branding, which is super important, but consistency in showing up. Consistency in how often and when you post on social media, how often you post to your mailing list, when do you put out new offers? Because the more consistent you are, the more that your audience will be able to trust in what you say, to trust in you to show up, and to trust in you as a brand authority. So there you have it, folks, the 4 C's to building brand authority. They are content, connections, cohesion, and consistency. Nail all 4 of these C's and you will be on the perfect path to build brand authority and get yourself in that coveted position of wellness expert in your industry. No, not just wellness expert, the go-to wellness expert in your industry. If you want professional help bringing your wellness business into the forefront of your industry and becoming that wellness expert, we would love to help you here at Brand Better. So be sure to hop on a call with us so we can discuss how we can work together for brand strategy, copywriting, building your website, building a logo and a beautiful brand that you love. Thanks for spending time with me today, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.